Welcome to Who Knows. Today we'll be chasing down 10 crazy facts about the 2001 film Rat Race. Now, Rat Race is one of those films that zoomed onto the screen in 2001 with an all-star comedy cast and a plot as wild as its name. Directed by Jerry Zucker, the guy behind Airplane and The Naked Gun, it tried to revive that zany slapstick ensemble comedy vibe of the 70s and 80s. While it didn't exactly win over critics or crush the box office, it's become a cult favorite for its outrageous humor and ridiculous situations. And let's face it, seeing Rowan Atkinson, Whoopi Goldberg, and Cuba Gooding Jr. in a race for $2 million is oddly satisfying. It's important because it represents one of the last big ensemble slapstick comedies of its kind, before modern comedies shifted toward more grounded humor. Before we dive in, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. You won't want to miss the crazy things we uncover in every episode. All right, time to scurry down this fact trail. Who knows what surprises we'll find? And stick around for a final joke at the end that'll race you to laughter. Fact 1. The star-studded cast. Rat Race boasts a comedy dream team, including Rowan Atkinson, Whoopi Goldberg, Jon Lovitz, Seth Green, and Cuba Gooding Jr. The idea was to cram as many big personalities into one madcap adventure as possible, a modern take on classics like It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And, fun fact, this was one of the last films featuring John Cleese in a major Hollywood role before he semi-retired from feature films. Fact 2. The Barbie Museum twist. One of the film's funniest and darkest gags happens when Jon Lovitz and Kathy Najimy's characters visit what they think is a Barbie museum, but plot twist, it's not dolls, it's a museum dedicated to a man named Klaus Barbie, a notorious German war criminal. The scene walks a risky line between absurd comedy and shocking history, and it's one of the boldest, weirdest moments in the film. Director Jerry Zucker, who's Jewish, purposely played the moment for shock humor to reflect how clueless tourists can stumble into bizarre, uncomfortable places. It's a satire that leaves audiences half laughing, half gasping. Fact 3. The Smash Mouth surprise. Yes, Rat Race ends with a live Smash Mouth concert because why not? The band performed their hit All-Star for the big finale, but did you know it was actually filmed during a real concert? The filmmakers partnered with a charity event and surprised the audience with the movie's chaotic cast mid-performance. That's movie magic. Fact 4. The cow was real. Remember the dangling cow caught by a hot air balloon? Yep, a real cow was actually used for several wide shots, lifted safely in a special harness for brief, closely monitored moments. The filmmakers also used an animatronic cow for dangerous scenes, but the fact they even tried this with a real animal in 2001 is utterly wild. Fact 5. A $20 million bet. John Cleese's character, Donald Sinclair, places a $2 million prize for the race. But in reality, the movie's budget was $48 million, with $20 million reportedly going to the salaries of its big-name ensemble. That's almost half the film's budget just for its cast. A gamble in itself. Fact 6. Mr. Bean, not Bean. Though Rowan Atkinson plays Enrico Pollini, many fans mistook the character as a variation of his famous Mr. Bean. In fact, Zucker intentionally leaned into Atkinson's quirky persona, having him perform exaggerated, bizarre physical comedy. Atkinson himself admitted later that Enrico was Bean's Italian cousin, probably dropped on his head. Fact 7. The Lucille Ball connection. Whoopi Goldberg's character Vera was loosely inspired by Lucille Ball's chaotic, determined energy. Jerry Zucker, a huge fan of I Love Lucy, wanted Goldberg to channel that over-the-top persistence, especially in scenes like the road trip with the squirrel lady, one of the most Lucy-like moments in modern comedy. Fact 8. Improvised chaos. Much of Rat Race's comedy was improvised. Zucker encouraged the cast to ad-lib lines and physical gags, particularly Jon Lovitz and Seth Green. The scene where Jon Lovitz accidentally impersonates a notorious German dictator, largely improvised on set. The cast had so much freedom that some takes dissolved into uncontrollable laughter. Fact 9. The split production. Though it feels seamless, Rat Race was filmed in multiple locations, including Las Vegas, Alberta, and California. The hot air balloon and cow scenes were shot in Canada, while the casino scenes were filmed on location in Vegas. Before we get to the final fact, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our other videos to learn more amazing things. Who knows what you might discover? Stay tuned, a joke's about to come your way at the end of this race. Fact 10, the real squirrel lady. Believe it or not, the character of the squirrel-selling lady, played by Kathy Bates, was inspired by a real roadside attraction. In certain parts of the U.S., quirky roadside stands selling odd souvenirs, including squirrel-themed knickknacks, actually exist. Bates fully committed to the role, making the character both hilarious and a little unsettling. It's a perfect example of how Rat Race blends absurdity with the strange realities of American road trips. Rat Race might not have been a box office smash, but it's packed with wild, unpredictable, and downright bizarre moments that make it a standout in early 2000s comedy. Whether it's cows flying, helicopters spinning, or Smash Mouth rocking out, it's a film that embraces chaos, and we're here for it. There's something endlessly fun about a movie that says, let's throw everything against the wall and see what sticks. I have very distinct memories of comedy films that made me laugh so hard my stomach hurt. Rat Race is one of those films. It's still just as funny today as it was back in 2001. If you haven't seen this one, then you owe yourself a viewing. By the way, what do you call a musical cow? A musician.
It's a wild race, facts on the run, cows in the sky and comedy fun. Whoopi Atkinson smashing the pace, strapping tight, it's a rat race. Barbie Museum, what a surprise. Cleese with a bet, big money flies. Smash Mouth sings as the racers go, chasing laughs in a crazy show. Like, comment, sub, it's the way to go. Lots more facts to learn, click below. Fun and bizarre, cool things to uncover. Who knows what you might discover? So chase those facts, don't hit the brakes. Who knows the laughs you'll make?
See you at the next video.